Samo Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Jared Patterson. Coach, Salem Tigers made a trip down to Ava and kind of came out flat in that game. Ava got the lead, and the Tigers just could never catch up from early on in the game.
Yeah, we came out flat that first quarter. They came out 13-6 on us, and really the rest of the game, was back and forth and even, but we just could never make that run just to take the lead. And, their sophomore guard, the Dalton kid, played a really good game. Late in the game, he got to the free throw line and knocked down a lot of free throw shots. And, our weakness all year has been rebounding. And, we just couldn't get shots when we needed and get crucial rebounds and just get defensive stops. And, it's just one of those things. It was disappointing. It was a game we felt like we, had a really good shot at getting a win, but, we just didn't come to play, didn't execute. And, you got to tip your hat, give credit to the Ava Bears because they pulled out that win.
Tigers came back twice in that game, got to within 2 points, and each time there was the point guard or a guard for Ava would hit a back-breaking three. It just seemed to just take the air out right when we started to get some momentum. And, Coach, sometimes that's just the way basketball goes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a game of runs, and, when a team like that, they had a big crowd. It was their homecoming night, so they had a big crowd there energizing, and, they made some big shots there that, they averaged 40 or less than 40 points, and then they scored almost 60 on us, hit some shots that they, just went in. It was their night and just not our night, and, it's just one of those things that you just learn from and move on to the next one.
But you do want to congratulate Coach McLaurin and the JV as they did win again, and they dominated that first half of that game, and then were able to ride the crest all the way to the end of that one, going undefeated in SCA play for the JV. And, Coach, you got to tip your cap to those kids.
Oh, we're so excited and so happy for our JV kids, all sophomores and a couple freshmen, and they just play so hard and just play such good team basketball. And, it's lets you know that the future is bright for us, and we wanted to keep that crew together, playing good basketball instead of splitting them up. So it's a really good thing, and just kudos to Coach McLaurin. He's put in a lot of work, a lot of hours that a lot of people don't see, and those kids have responded well and playing really good basketball down the conference stretch.
Well, the JV and the varsity get one more crack at it. Tonight is the final regular season game. It's at St. Clair against the Bulldogs. Coach, last year the Tigers were able to beat St. Clair in districts, and I'll tell you what, this is a totally different Bulldog team than Tigers saw last year at Sullivan, isn't it?
Yeah, this St. Clair team, man, their coach has really put in the work, and their team has really came together this year. They're mostly seniors this year. Worked really hard. Last year, a lot of games didn't go their way, and then this year it's kind of lined up for them, and they've won some games down the stretch here, some big games. They're the 2 seed in district, so we could see them possibly again, but they are a very good team, very athletic, and they just play very, very hard.
When a team like that makes that turnaround, it's the education of how to win games. And they had a lot of close games that they lost early in the year by 2 points. I think it was back-to-back 2-point losses. And I think they've only lost one since that. But it seemed like they made that correction. And now they're able to win those close games where they won, I think, the last 4 in a row. And I think a couple of those have been by 2 or 3 or 4 points. So, Coach, there's a learning aspect when you play basketball, not only how to get the lead, but then how to maintain it and then how to finish the game out, isn't there?
Yes, and learning how to win in all sports is so important, and St. Clair's figured it out, and, we're hoping that our boys, if we can do it down the stretch here, just clicking at the right time and just, shaking off bad mistakes or a turnover or a missed shot, just next play mentality and putting some good plays together to make a run to take that lead, and then knowing how to win and, how to keep that success and just keep it going, sustain those leads, and then just ultimately win out. And, anytime we have the basketball, they can't score. And just simple things like that, just lead to winning and taking good shots, making that defense play defense, getting extra possessions on rebounds. just things like that just build up and, create that winning mentality and winning culture.
Now that the seeding has been done for districts, Coach, and you're going to be playing Monday night against Cuba, do you take this game and, kind of incorporate into the kids' minds that this is the first game of district play, because you want to go into district play on a high note, and you'd like to come out with a solid effort tonight against St. Clair. So going into that game Monday, you're riding on the crest, aren't you?
Yes. It's a kind of complex thing because we're playing St. Clair, and, if we beat Cuba in the first round, then we play St. Clair again. So there is some strategy to it. We don't want to show everything in our hand, but we want to be playing good basketball. The last couple games, Grove and Ava have just been not up to what our standard is, and we want to just go out and play basketball. It's not going to be any X's and O's. It's going to be simple game plan. You just play basketball, play together. Let's get some rhythm going, some confidence moving forward, get on the right page, and then Cuba, we're just going to go all out and just everything, throw the kitchen sink at them. And so just getting on the right track and right path, get our minds right, and just build some confidence is the biggest thing for tonight.
All right, Coach, the best of luck tonight against the Bulldogs of St. Clair. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball comes your way next.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
We are all in for cancer prevention.
I'm in.
I'm in for cancer prevention.
The HPV vaccine can protect your child today for a promising tomorrow. Because the HPV vaccine helps prevent 6 types of cancer later in life. The HPV vaccine is recommended by age 11 or 12 for boys and girls. It's safe, effective, and long-lasting. Talk to your child's doctor about the HPV vaccine and let's prevent cancer together. Learn more from Missouri Immunization Coalition at moimmunize.org.
And now it's time for Salem Tiger basketball. On 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, online at ksmoradio.com, or from the KSMO stream page on Facebook. And it's being sponsored by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial Hospital, SMDH Family Medicine, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Your World Today, Town Screen, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Duncan Family Chiropractic Center, Edward Jones, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, State Farm Insurance, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Salem Trust, Cuddy's Well Service, Enrichment Services. And now, Salem Tiger basketball.
We welcome you to St. Clair, Missouri. Stan Stevens along with you here on KSMO for the final regular season game of the season for the boys basketball team. They have struggled a bit this year with just 6 wins. That's better than they had last year, but I know that there's still a little bit of a disappointment that they did come out a little bit better effort against the Ava Bears last week. And I know they'd like to come out with a win here tonight against the St. Clair Bulldogs in their final regular season game. So I know the Salem Tigers, who are in their road navy blues with a Carolina blue trim, will do their best tonight to try and get a win here against St. Clair. But it is their senior night here at St. Clair, and they are saluting all their seniors. They did prior to the game, and they will start all their seniors tonight. They do have 4 that they are starting out here tonight. So we will get those starting lineups to you right now. For St. Clair, Jordan Rodriguez. There you go, Rodriguez. He's starting out. He's a senior. Alex Marler, a senior. Hayden Johnson, a senior. And Isaac Nunez, a senior. All starting for St. Clair. And then Carter Short for Salem. Trader Richter, Gunnar Conkle, Bryson May, Landon Richter, and Caden Gately. So about ready to get this one underway. JV earlier tonight won 54-35. St. Clair in their home whites, trimmed in red. Piping on the side, numbers and letters all in red. Tip comes back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes left side, getting it across on the side is Johnson. Back across the floor to Marlar. Marlar had that ball stolen away from him by Richter. First turnover of the game, and the Tigers get their first steal. Richter to Richter as Landon gets it over to Traden. On top, Gunnar Conkle, right at the top of the circle. Right side pass. Underneath it goes to Gately. Gately 7-footer. It's good. Nice little hook. 2-0 Salem Tigers after the steal. Nothing like points off a turnover. Jordan Rodriguez puts it across to Marlar. Marlar back to Rodriguez. Back to Marlar. Back to Rodriguez. Fires it down. Ball tip stolen away by the Tigers again. This time Gunnar Conkle coming down with it. Fires it underneath the Traden Richter off the glass, and it's good. And 4-0 quickly by the Salem Tigers. Coach Tim Isgray calls timeout for St. Clair. 1 minute into this one, 4-0 Salem. We'll come back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
It's finally here, a Cash Rewards Platinum credit card from Progressive Ozark Bank. You can earn 1% cash back on purchases with unlimited cash back. The card offers fraud monitoring, cell phone protection, and digital payments are accepted. Plus, increase your purchasing power with our Business Cash Rewards credit card. Enjoy a business credit card from your local community bank. It's easy to apply. Go to ProgressiveOzarkBank.com or pick up an application at Progressive Ozark Bank, 904 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender where people matter.
Back to play, and St. Clair Bulldogs travel with it right off the bat as Alex Marlar gets the travel call. Wow. Talk about a start for them. 3 turnovers on 3 possessions. Here's Gunnar Conkle in the corner. A 3 from Richter is no good. Taken down by Rodriguez. We're going to go that way. Rodriguez comes down, runs right over top of a Tiger player. He's called for a travel. That's 4 turnovers in a row for St. Clair. Rodriguez ran right in to Landon Richter and didn't put the ball on the floor. Got called for the travel. Could have gotten called for a charge. Did not. Richter goes right side. Landon goes over to Traven. Now to Gately. Left side corner to Landon Richter. On the perimeter. Back on top. Trey trying to dance in. Can't. Goes back to Bryson May. Slows it down. Back out to Landon out near center court. Flips it down to Gunnar Conkle, that high post. Gunnar spins, turns, nobody on him. Takes it to the hole himself. Short jumper. No good. Ball down underneath. Taken there by Marlar. Marlar to Rodriguez. All the way across the floor. Goes back out to Marlar. Top of the key. Getting inside to Nunez. Back to Marlar. The three-pointer up and off the rim by Johnson. Brought under control, though, by Rodriguez. Ball goes down into the corner. Too short. Short all the way back across to Johnson. That jump shot too short and brought down and controlled there by Bryson May. 4-0 Salem, 5:25 to go, first quarter. Landon Richter to the baseline to Bryson May. Kicks it all the way across to Trey Richter on a short hop. Trey Richter back to Gately. Gately, a little banker off the glass and in. Nice little left-handed hook by Caden Gately again. 6-0 Salem Tigers. Rodriguez all the way across to Marlar. Marlar dances in. That shot blocked by Gately. Comes back into the hands of Nunez to Johnson for the three. It's an air ball and a push-off called on Carter Short. First foul of the game belongs to St. Clair. They drop back in a half-court defense. 6-0 Salem Tigers. Trey Richter has it to the timeline. Drives it to the hole himself and had that ball knocked out of his hands. They'll say Salem ball on the baseline. Trey Richter will inbound it. Richter gets it into Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar from 10 feet. Good. 8-0 Salem Tigers. Nunez Down the middle of the floor over to Johnson. Johnson back on top to Rodriguez. Back in the middle, Johnson. Down low, a shot blocked there. Goes out of bounds as Gately blocked his second shot. Tigers have had all the answers so far against the Bulldogs. 4:28 to go first quarter. That inbound pass goes behind Marler. He gets it back, puts the shot up, no good, and Gunnar Conkle has it. Neither team shot well in the warm-ups as I was watching. And right now, St. Clair can't buy a basket. Their shots are way offline. Here's Conkle right at the top of the key. Goes down to Gately. Gately has 4 already. Comes down, fadeaway jumper. It's good. He's got 6. 10-0 Salem Tigers. Jordan Rodriguez comes back down. I don't know why they're going to call him Rodriguez, but that's what they want. So that's what we do. Goes back on to Nunez. Now back on top, Marler. Across to Rodriguez for the 3, and he's got it. Jordan Rodriguez. I thought they were kidding me when they wanted it said that way, but that's whatever they want. We may change that as the night goes on. Here's Bryson May back to Richter. Over to Trey Richter. Still on the perimeter. Now to Gunnar Conkle trying to cut in. He is going to be called for a travel. First turnover by the Salem Tigers. I think we'll just change it now to Rodriguez. That'll be a lot easier to say. Yeah, we're going to do that. Jordan Rodriguez. Pass across to Nunez. Beyond 3. Guard there by Trey Richter. Nunez comes down in the corner across to Rodriguez, and that one does not go. Brought down, blocked again by Gately after the rebound by Nunez. Here comes Landon Richter down. Pulls up beyond 3 to Gunnar Conkle. To Trey Richter for the 3. It's good. 13-3. Salem Tigers on top with 2:50 to go first quarter. Rodriguez to center. Flips it across to Marler. Inside it goes to Nunez. Out to Johnson. Johnson trying to dance in. Lost it off his foot. Another turnover. And here comes Richter's, and they score as Landon gets a pass from Trey. He lays it in on the third steal of the game. 15-3. Salem Tigers on top. Coach Isgrig burns another timeout with 2:36 to go first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tiffany Bland. I'm the new MD at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment today. SMDH Family Medicine is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
6 points for Caden Gately, 5 for Trey Richter, as the Tigers have jumped out to a 12-point lead here in the first quarter, as they have really played some good defense. Blocked shots by Gately, some steals inside. 5 turnovers by St. Clair early on in this contest. Coach Isgrig does not change his players, though. He's left the same starting 5 in. Salem State and a half-court defense are still in it. And they lead it by 12 with 2:33 to go first quarter in this final regular season game. Salem will play Cuba on Monday in the first round of district play at St. James. Here's Johnson. On top, Marler. Marler turns, spins. Still spinning. Goes back on top to Rodriguez. Back to Marler. Right side pass to Nunez. And his jumper's no good. Kunkel has that rebound. Conkle down the middle of the floor. Underneath it goes to Gately. Gately put the ball down, put it back up, missed it. Brought down, stolen away by Conkle. He puts it up and in. After Nunez brought down the rebound, Conkle stole it from him and laid it in. He's got 4, 17-3. Here's Nunez all the way to the paint. Lost the ball off the hands of Gunnar Conkle as he was able to strip it away. Johnny Chapman's going to come in for Marler for St. Clair. 1:44 to go first quarter. Rodriguez inbounds it. Getting it to Chapman. Out on top, Nunez. Nunez to Johnson, back to Nunez right at the three-point line. He backs up, goes right side to Chapman. Chapman back to Johnson. Left side pass to Nunez. Coming in, 7-footer way too hard. Comes down to Chapman off the glass and in. Chapman was nowhere near the basket. That ball missed the basket by a good 3 feet. It went right to him. He banks it in. 17-5 our score. Trey Richter underneath, right underneath to Gately. Gately in the paint. Baby hook shot, no good. And taken by Nunez, his third rebound. Quick long pass to Johnson. Back to Nunez, top of the key. Trying to dance in, kicks it outside to Chapman. Back to Johnson, right at the top of the key. Back to Nunez in the paint. Now moves out to the perimeter again. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on their center court, but guarded by Landon Richter. Getting it back to Nunez. Back to Rodriguez. Quick three, nowhere near, and brought down by Gunnar Conkle. Conkle the other way, slows it down with 35 seconds. Back to Trey Richter. Back to Gunnar Conkle. Guarded there by Johnson out near center court. Over to Landon Richter, down to 30 seconds left. He gives it to Bryson May. Looks like Salem wants to take that last shot right here. As Conkle gives it off to Richter. Play a little crisscross right here as Richter looks up. Fakes one to Conkle, takes it down underneath to Gately. Back to Conkle, 10 seconds left. Conkle starts his drive in. Conkle to the paint, off the glass, no good. Brought down with 3 seconds left. Conkle can't get it, fighting for it, still loose on the floor. And we played one. Salem Tigers have come out flying against St. Clair. They lead it after 1 quarter of play, 17-5. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
The New Year's savings sale is going on now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You'll find Seafoam Quick Action Trans Tune, $8.49 for the 16-ounce size. Scott Shop Towels, the original roll of 55 sheets for only $2.49. And Peak 30 All-in-One Windshield Wash Orange for $4.49 for the gallon size. And Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil, $18.99 for 5 quarts. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard.
Welcome back, St. Clair. 17-5, Salem Tigers on top. Nice contingent of Salem fans here at St. Clair tonight for this final regular season game. The inbound comes to Landon Richter. Salem has the ball. They have a 12-point lead going into this quarter. On top, Caden Gately. In the corner, Richter. Landon Richter. On top to Trey. Trey gets it to Gunnar Conkle. High post, turns, spins. Trying to drive in, can't. Goes outside to Bryson May. May back to Landon Richter for the three off the iron. Brought down by Rodriguez. Quickly the other way, out to Nunez. Bounce pass down low. Trying to spin underneath. The shot blocked there by Gately. On a little flip up by Carter Short. He got underneath there and just tried to do a little reverse layup. And Caden with his third block of the night. The inbound comes out on top to Johnson. Johnson's pass stolen away by the Salem Tigers. That is steal number 5. Quickly down the other way, but stolen right back by Rodriguez. And gives it off to Chapman. Second turnover for Salem. Chapman down to Rodriguez, and he lays it in. 17-7. Landon Richter tried to hit May with it and threw it right into the hands of the St. Clair Bulldogs. Pass comes over to May. Now to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar gets a little bit of a pick from Bryson May. Fires it over to Trey Richter. Salem on the perimeter over to Landon. Landon back to Bryson. Open for the three. Tries to dance in. Can't. Goes back to Landon. Good defense man-to-man by St. Clair. Here's Gately all the way to the paint. Baby hook shot. Banks it in. Count the bucket and the foul. Another little left-handed baby hook off the glass and in. by Caden Gately. He's got 8. And the foul on St. Clair's Carter Short, his second. That's the only 2 fouls in the game. And the first free throw of the night coming up here from Caden Gately. 6:33 to go in this first half. Gately's free throw, it is good. 20-7, Salem on top. Rodriguez comes up the middle of the floor. Bounce past Chapman, right side. Goes inside to Nunez. Kicks it outside to Johnson for a 3. It's short. Comes down into the hands of Taden Fitzgerald, who just checked in the game. But he was fouled as he got the rebound. Foul, I believe, on Bryson May. First foul on Salem. It was on the floor. No shooting foul. Pass comes out, tipped away by Landon Richter. That ball intended for Johnson. Rodriguez back to Johnson, back to Rodriguez. From the free throw line, his jumper's no good, but he'll be fouled by Landon Richter as he was passing and tried to get the steal. So Rodriguez will shoot free throws. I think he's calling for 3 free throws. He was not at the three-point line, but Richter gets the foul anyway. Landon does. And they're going to give him 3. Wow. That was a terrible call by the official because he shot it inside the line. But he's going to get all 3, and he's made all 3. Rodriguez makes all 3, and now it's 20-10. Well, here's Richter over to May. May driving baseline. Off the glass. Count it. Nice play by Bryson May. Went against 2 St. Clair defenders. Was able to get over top of them and in. 5:50 to go in the half. 22-10. Salem Tigers on top. Now the pass goes back court. Was tipped, though, by Richter. Back the other way. Chapman. Chapman pulls up. Now on top to Nunez. His floater does not go down, and Gunnar Conkle has his 4th rebound. The other way, Trey Richter. Underneath. Back to Gunnar. Gunnar, baseline up. Can't get it to go. Brought under control by Rodriguez. Back the other way. Rodriguez down. The shot up and good by Taden Fitzgerald. The missed layup by Gunnar Conkle, and right back came St. Clair. They put it in 22-12. Gunnar fires it inside to Caden Gately. Turn around, baby. Hook is another gun. Boy, he's got that hook working tonight. He's got 11 points. The Tigers lead by 12. Gately's just got that long, lanky left arm. He's getting way over top of everybody, and it's floating right into the basket. Right now with it, Chapman on top to Rodriguez. Back to Chapman. Chapman down low to Johnson. Johnson in the paint. Back on top to Rodriguez for the 3. It's offline. No good. And brought down by Trey Richter. Richter the other way. Richter to the paint, to the hole. Kicks it back out on top to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar back to Bryson May. May following Gunnar in. Thought about shooting. Didn't. Gives it to Trey, and Trey does a little double take and walks with the ball. Little hesitation by Trey Richter, and that cost him. Now turn the ball over to the St. Clair Bulldogs. Salem sends in Roy Stevens. He'll come in for Landon Richter. Pass goes to Johnson, back on top to Rodriguez. Cross to Chapman. Chapman back to Rodriguez, right between the circles. Left side Johnson to Rodriguez. Right now, Chapman takes the 3, and it's good. Johnny Chapman has 5. It's a 9-point Salem Tiger lead with 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Congo coming down, trying to drive in, spins back to Richter. Trey Richter back to May. May on the baseline over to Stevens. That shot was blocked away. Boy, it took a little too long getting it up there, and a little walk with the ball was Rodriguez, and he'll turn the ball back over to the Salem Tigers. He had to pick that ball up and go over top of Stevens, and when he did, He had to carry the ball a little bit, and the officials called it right away. Here comes Trey Richter all the way down off the glass. No good. Brought down by Stevens. He can't hold on to it. Now Gunnar Congo fadeaway. Jumper's good. Stevens got it, but just couldn't hang on to it, but it went right over to Gunnar. And he put it home from 8 feet. Rodriguez floats one over to Chapman. Back to Rodriguez. Top of the key right side pass to Johnson down low. To get it back to Nunez's jumper. It will not fall. And Caden Gately has a rebound for the Salem Tigers off to Stevens. To Gunnar Congo. Congo at the top of the key. Left side pass to Trey Richter. On top, Bryson May. May back to Gunnar Congo to Trey Richter in the corner for the three. It's no good. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of whom? I think they're going to say St. Clair. Well, we are here in St. Clair. We cannot see the baseline where the official stands, so we have to wait to see if the players go the other way or not. So it's Salem's ball. The inbound comes to Gately for a three. It's an air ball, and he is fouled underneath the basket. I believe it was Rodriguez that fouled him. And they're going to call it on Chapman. Here's the inbound pass over to May. Banks it up. No good. It won't fall. And Nunez is called for the foul. Isaac Nunez gets his first. And May will go to the line to shoot, too. That ball went all the way around the rim and just would not fall through the cylinder. May with a couple of points, trying to add to it, and makes it. .244 to go in the half. 27 for Salem, 15 for St. Clair. May could add to that 12-point lead. And he does. He's got 4 in the game. As Rodriguez brings it up. Rodriguez, call whatever you will. We're going to do it whichever way we think is right, I guess. Rodriguez gets it inside to Nunez. Nunez spinning, goes outside to Johnson to Rodriguez. Back to Johnson. Johnson down low. Getting it there is Fitzgerald. Back to Rodriguez. Almost walks with it back to Nunez. Jump shot is good from right from the free throw line. Isaac Nunez gets his first basket. Richter at 2:05 trying to pass it through. Comes to Gately. The ball, they'll say the ball was kicked by St. Clair as Chapman, I don't think, knew he kicked it. The ball hit his foot. Salem will have control, and they'll inbound it from the baseline. Richter fires it out on top. Taken there by Gunnar Conko. Back to Richter. Open for the three. Takes it. It comes off the rim. No good. And brought down by Hayden Johnson. His first rebound, and a foul called on the Salem Tigers. They tried to steal it away, and Bryson May will get his second. With 1:58 to go. Tigers much more aggressive here than I've seen them in many games. Rodriguez brings it up. Just gets over the timeline barely. Now to Johnson. Now left side pass to Chapman. Cross to Johnson. Open for the three. Takes it. It's short. They didn't even make it to the basket. And Gunnar Congo has it. Down to Richter. 1:39 to go. Richter out to Landon. Richter back in the game. Pass intended for May, and it goes off of Nunez out of bounds. Stays with the Salem Tigers with 1.5 minutes to go. May will check out. Stevens back in. Inbound pass comes to Richter. Goes over to Conkle inside Gately. Gately's had a night. That shot's a little too short. Comes down into the hands of Fitzgerald. The other way to Rodriguez. Out on top, Chapman. Chapman baseline inside. Baby hook goes down. Nice shot. Johnny Chapman has 7. Salem Tiger lead is 9 with 1:10 to go. Landon Richter has it. Richter hanging on to it. Goes back to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar trying to dance into the paint outside the Richters. All the way across to Gately. Gailey down off the glass. Count the basket. Nunez tried to draw the charge, but Gailey barely touched him, and the official let it stand. 30-19 with 40 seconds to go. Pass to Johnson, back to Rodriguez. Now to Nunez, back to Johnson to Rodriguez. Takes a long three, and he hits. Jordan Rodriguez hits from 3 feet beyond the top of the three-point arc. Here's Landon Richter trying to get away from Chapman. Trying to drive down low, and he does. And he's going to be... We're going to see what the foul is. One foul was called on St. Clair. One was called on Salem. They're going to call the charge on Landon Richter. So it'll be his second foul. He ran over Johnson, and Johnson's twice his size. With 18 seconds, 30-22, Salem with the lead. But Rodriguez has the ball out near center court. He'll try and get that down. A little bit more. Here comes Nunez. His jumper's up. No good. Brought down by Stevens to Gunnar Congo. Gunnar from half court. The shot is up and no good. We played one half here at St. Clair. The Salem Tigers lead the St. Clair Bulldogs by a score of 30-22. We'll come back in 3 minutes with stats in the first half. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Town Screen is popping up all over Salem with over 17 display screens in numerous locations. Town Screen is a community network for everything local, not just businesses, but for everyday use, like a help wanted ad, selling your truck, for those having a yard sale, or if your group is holding an upcoming event. The townscreen.com site is a self-serve platform that's low cost, easy, and fast, where you post a message today and you see it tomorrow. For more information, or if you need help, see Kenny or Ben at 800 South Main Street in the front office of KSMO Media. At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
In a world where everything is digital, your payments should be too. Time is precious. Digital payments provide a quick and simple way to make secure purchases. The Bank of Salem recognizes the need for digital payment convenience and is excited for you to enjoy a new way to pay. We now support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Fitbit, Garmin, and MasterPass. To enroll, call or stop by either Bank of Salem location today and let us help make your shopping experience easier. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again. Or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Did you know that every patient has the right to have their medical imaging performed wherever they choose? This is Bobby Sullins, Director of Radiology at the Salem Memorial District Hospital, where we have state-of-the-art, up-to-date medical imaging at one of the lowest prices in the area. Outstanding imaging at a great price without the drive? It's just another service of the Salem Memorial District Hospital. If you have any questions, just give me a call at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these winter car care deals at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you get a Performance Tool 6-piece hook and pick set for only $10.99, a Titan 25-piece hex key set for $13.99, and 6-ton jack stands $84.99 for the pair. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
Welcome back to St. Clair, 30-22. Salem Tigers on top here in their final regular season game, trying to get their 7th win of the season. They're 6-18 coming into this one. And, of course, district play does begin on Monday, as we mentioned in Tiger Talk. You heard us talking with Coach Jared Patterson. That will be against the Cuba Wildcats. And so the Tigers and Cuba battled out earlier this year. Cuba won that game. And, it was a relatively low-scoring game, but they were able to score some free throws late in the game to make it a little bit more lopsided than it really was. Close game. Salem just couldn't score, neither really could Cuba. So kind of hard to tell where that game's going to be come district time. Cuba Wildcats, not a bad team. Salem Tigers coming out tonight with some gusto, and that could be a very interesting game come Monday night. There's not a lot of difference in the district seedings this year. All these teams, nobody's really a runaway number one. Everybody's either a little over 500 or they're just under 500. Salem did have the worst record of those with only 6 wins, but I think there was one team with 8. So you've got a lot of teams pretty close together in that district play. And last year, if you remember, Salem had only won 2 games, went in the district and beat St. Clair in the first round, and went to the second round and almost beat Sullivan, who they had beaten a week and a half earlier at Sullivan in a regular season game. So we'll just have to see how it's going to play out. Leading right now in scoring is Caden Gately. He has 13 points. He has 6 baskets and 1 free throw, and he has really done a good job playing in this first half here tonight. He really has been doing a great job around that basket. 6 points for Gunnar Conkle, 5 for Traden Richter, 4 for Bryson May, and 2 for Landon Richter. Salem was 3 of 3 from the free throw line in that first half, and the leading rebounder was Gunnar Conkle. He had 4. No other Tiger had more than 1 rebound in that first half. For St. Clair, Jordan Rodriguez, or Rodriguez is what they wanted me to say, and I'm thinking, okay, somebody's pulling my leg, but they told me it was the pronunciation, so whatever. But we're going to call him Rodriguez because it's a lot easier. Anyway, nonetheless, he's got 11 points and 5 rebounds. He's leading St. Clair all the way around. Johnny Chapman, who came in late in that first quarter, he's got 7 points. Isaac Nunez has 2, and Thyden Fitzgerald, who came in late in the second quarter, he has 2. Leading rebounder, as I mentioned, was Rodriguez. He has 5, 3 for Nunez, 3 for Fitzgerald, 1 for Alex Marler, 1 for Johnny Chapman, and 1 for Hayden Johnson. Tiger Stevens, Caden Gately, Bryson May, and Traden Richter all have 1 rebound as well. Steals, Salem Tigers have 5 steals in that first half. A lot of them came early in the game. And 8 turnovers for St. Clair. Salem finished with 4 turnovers. St. Clair had 1 steal in that first half. Foul trouble, Bryson May, Landon Richter, they each have 2. That's all Salem has. Carter Short has 2 for St. Clair. They have a total of 14 fouls as well. We're at halftime, 30-22, Salem on top. Earlier tonight, the JV won 54-35 against the Bulldogs here at St. Clair on their senior night. We're going to take a 2.5-minute break and come back with the second half. Tigers of Salem 30, Bulldogs of St. Clair 22. Back in 2.5. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
We're ready to start the second half, 30-22. Salem Tigers on top in this one. And the Bulldogs will inbound it to start this second half. Hand that ball off to Marler across to Johnson. Johnson wide open. Nobody goes after him down to Nunez. Nunez could have taken a wide open shot. Instead passed it off, and that shot no good. Taken down, put back up and in by Carter Short. The Tigers did not rebound well there. Kind of gave that rebound to Carter Short, and he just put it back in, and now the lead is down to 6. Here's Landon Richter, top of the key, guarded there by Marler. On top to Trey Richter, the Gunnar Conkle. Top of the key, left side, Richter down low to Gately. Gately spins, turns, got his shot off, but he is fouled there by Rodriguez, and then he will go to the line to shoot 2. For Jordan Rodriguez, that's his first foul. And Gately, who's 1 for 1 from the stripe, will shoot a free throw. Make it 2. Just underway here in this third quarter. Free throw is no good. Gailey's next one is no good as well. Came down in the hands of Short. And down they come again. Quickly down to Johnson. On top to Rodriguez. Right side pass to Nunez on the baseline. Down to Short, off the glass, blocked there by Gately, his 4th block of the game. Here's Richter. Landon across to Gunnar Conkle in the corner tray. Down to Gately, baby, hook shot again. This one will not go. Taken there by Nunez. They would have fall every time in the first half. Not this time. Nunez kicks it outside to Rodriguez. On top to Marler, right there, right almost across the timeline. Back to Marler. Marler left wing, down to Carter, all the way across the floor to Rodriguez. On top, Johnson to Rodriguez. Open for 3, didn't take it. Down to Carter Short. Short on the baseline, trying to get the shot up. Blocked again by Gately. And the ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Carter Short. Cade Gately with a couple of blocks underneath the basket as St. Clair continues to try and go for that layup. And so far, Caden has done a good job of just swatting that ball away. Here's Gately, the top of the key, off to Landon Richter, who hands it off to Gunnar Conkle. 30-24, Salem on top. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Here's Gunnar all the way down off the glass and in. He read the separation in defense and took it right to the hole and lays it home. And the Tigers lead back to 8. Pass across to Rodriguez. Down low for Short, back to Rodriguez. Inside it goes to Marler. Marler almost walked with it out to Nunez. His shot is good. Right from the free throw line, Nunez hits it. Well, they're going to call that a 3. Wow. Again, I have to question that. That foot was inside that line. But they call it a 3, and it's a 5-point Salem Tiger lead. Here's Landon Richter to respond for the Salem Tigers with his own 3. That one truly was. 35-27. Rodriguez the other way. On top, Johnson. Back to Rodriguez. Goes left side to Nunez. Nunez bounce pass to Short on the baseline. Trying to fire that ball in. Tipped and stolen away by the Tigers. And here they come the other way for a moment, but stolen back. Ball goes in the corner. Rodriguez for the three, and it's good. Tigers had it, lost it. And now the lead's back to 5 again. Pass across to Landon Richter, across to Conkle. Conkle on that right low post. Trying to get away, turns, spins, fadeaway jumper, no good. Taken there by Rodriguez. Tigers again lacking in the offensive rebounding, and an easy lay in by Rodriguez as the Tigers just let him part the waters. And timeout called by Coach Patterson. Not happy with that effort. 35-32. Salem still on top. 4:43 to go third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
4:43 to go. Last basket. Rodriguez came right down, and Gately and Richter both just let him just take it right to the hole. Nobody even got in front. Nobody even tried to defend. And Coach Patterson did not like that, and he called timeout. (35-32). Salem still with the lead. They had a 13-point lead at one time in this game in the first half. You knew that wasn't going to stay that way, as the Bulldogs are a much better team. Tigers have had their chances here in this third quarter. They have just made a few misses. Pass goes to Richter. Trey Richter on top to Gately. Right side pass to May. Inside to Gunnar Conkle. Back to Trey Richter for the three. It's no good. Comes out high. Taken there by May. Back off the glass and in. First rebound of the second half by the Tigers, and it gives them 2 points. Rodriguez comes down outside to Marlar. Marlar inside to Nunez, the jumper. It's good. Isaac Nunez right from the free throw line. Halfway through this third quarter, 37-34. Conkle right between the circles. Guarded there by Johnson. Looks to his left, hands the ball off to Bryson May. He's guarded there by Nunez. Man-to-man coverage by St. Clair. Richter hanging on to it, fires it down to Gately. Gately on the baseline. Fires it all the way across to May. May underneath to Richter. Trey Richter, reverse layup, good. They let him go underneath the basket. Trey just did a little reverse layup. 39-35. Rodriguez comes down. Slow pace. The Salem falls back in a half-court defense. All the way across to Johnson. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Johnson, left wing. Fires it right in the middle of the floor to Marlar, stolen away by the Tigers. And then a foul is going to be called on Rodriguez, trying to steal that ball away from Bryson May. Second turnover by St. Clair. Inbound pass to Richter. Richter goes back to brother Trey. Landon to Trey, back to Landon. Trey trying to drive it all the way down off the glass. Will not go, and a blocking foul called on St. Clair. And Trey Richter will go to the line. He'll shoot two. Salem was 3 for 3 in the first half, 0 for 2 here as Gately missed both earlier on. 3:05 to go third quarter. Trey Richter's free throw is no good. Now Salem shooting 50% from the line. Salem a 5-point lead, 39-34. These are 3 points. You got to get them. That one, again, no good by Richter. Salem over 4 in this second half. Now 3 of 7 from the stripe. Rodriguez all the way down, floats that one up and in. He's got 18, and the Light Tiger lead back to 3. Landon Richter between the circles. Drives to his right, hands that ball off to Trey Richter. Trey looking to get it to Bryson May, almost tipped there by Gunnar Conkle away from Bryson, who gives it back to Landon Richter. Salem trying to confuse the man-to-man coverage of the Bulldogs. Fired across to May. May on the baseline, pulls it back out to Trey Richter, open for the three. Takes it, no good, and brought down underneath by Rodriguez, and Trey Richter with the foul. .224 to go. The Bulldogs could tie it or get within a point on this possession. Down the other way, Nunez. Nunez hands that ball off to Chapman, who's back in the game. Now to Johnson, down to Nunez. Turnaround jumper is no good. Gunnar Conkle has that rebound. Off to Richter. Again, half-court defense by both teams. Here's Landon Richter all the way down. Misses the layup. Taken there by Rodriguez on the rebound. Landon was wide open. Just give him enough time. Now quickly down the other way and banking that one in is Nunez. Boy, an easy layup. And Landon got too intimidated, I believe, by Johnson and pulled up short. And now it's a 39-38 game with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. And Coach Patterson will burn a timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Salem being outscored here in the third quarter right now, 16-9. They lead it by one. As they inbound it, Richter has it from Roy Stevens, who just checked in. Richter down to Roy. Roy on top, Gunnar Conkle. Right side pass to May. May on the baseline, off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, count the basket and the foul. Again, Salem coming up a little bit short on these layups, but Bryson stuck with it, got his own rebound, banked it home, draws the foul. And they haven't called who it's on yet. Okay. It's going to be on Nunez. And the free throw is good. So May's free throw. Now Salem 4 of 8 from the stripe in the game. Pass to Johnson as the Bulldogs have it back, down by 4 now. Pass on the baseline to Carter Short. All the way across to Johnson on top of Rodriguez. All the way to Chapman. Bounce pass down low to Short. Short double team back to Rodriguez for the three, and it's wide of the everything. Wide of the backboard, wide of the goal, and all the way back to the back wall here at St. Clair. 1:03 to go. Trey Richter stops, fires it in the corner to May. May on the baseline, takes it to the hole and lays it in. Thought they might call a charge as Nunez took a dive. But the Tiger lead back to 6. Rodriguez with 45 seconds. Flips it down to Chapman. Chapman inside to Nunez. Nunez with a good move off the glass. Misses it, but draws the foul. I think they're going to call it on Gately. And Gately will pick up his first foul. He has done a really good job of not making body contact here tonight. Nunez will shoot 2, and the first one is good. He has 8, make it 9 now in this quarter. Salem leads still 4 as Richter trying to get away from Rodriguez. Ball taken away from him, though, stolen by St. Clair. Off to Nunez, 25 seconds left. Rodriguez. Call him what you will. Hanging on to the ball, waiting for the time to click down. Down to 11 seconds. Now he starts to move down to Nunez. Nunez tied up there by May, and possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. Nunez just stood there waiting for Rodriguez to make his move. And the Tigers steal the ball on the possession arrow with 6 seconds left. Inbound to May. May comes to Trey Richter. Richter puts up a long shot, blocked. Gately turns around and a buzzer. Peter, he did it! And it's a three for Gately. He turned around and buried the three as time was running out. Now they're going to call it a two. They've confirmed and they're going to call it a two. But what a turnaround shot by Gately. And the Tigers of Salem lead it at the end of three, 46-40. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
46-40. Don't forget we have Blues hockey coming your way right after this game. Joining that game, it's been a delayed game. They played in Carolina tonight. We'll bring that to you right after Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. 46-40. The Bulldogs inbounded. Nunez driving in, flips in the corner to Rodriguez. He moves out near center court, back to Nunez, tied up, flips it back to Rodriguez. Bounce pass to Marler. Now back to Nunez off the glass. Blocked there by Gately. Great block as that ball is heading up. Richter underneath the May, lays it in. What a pass. Richter, one bounce pass to May. Didn't even look. 48-40. Nice play by the Tigers. Outside it goes to Rodriguez. He is bumped there by May as he anticipated him shooting. It'll be a three. Well, it won't be a foul unless they call it a shooting foul. Nope, they don't. He wasn't shooting. He was faked the shot. He was still on the floor. For Bryson, that's foul number 3, by the way. Rodriguez just underway here in the fourth quarter on top Johnson. Rodriguez, bounce pass over to Chapman. To Carter short, all the way across to Johnson for the 3. It's good. Hayden Johnson gets his first of the night. 7 minutes to go. Salem up by 5. Conkle trying to drive down against Johnson. Goes to Gately. Gately, turnaround baby hook. It will not fall, but he draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Caden made his first free throw of the night, but then missed his next 2. Free throw's good. He's got 16 on the night. He's had a good night. He's had 5 blocks, 16 points, and that one does miss, but May gets the rebound and puts it back up, but he stepped out of bounds. May got the rebound, but he stepped on the baseline. 49-43. Rodriguez will walk it up. Tigers half-court defense. Bounce pass to Chapman. Bounce low to Carter short. Across to Johnson for another 3, and this one is off the rim. No good. Carter short is fouled there by Gately. Short got that rebound, and Gately fouled him. That'll be Caden's second foul. with 6:36 to go. A lot of time left in this one. A pretty good ball game. Free throw is good. Short has another one coming. That one is no good. Tipped, and Stevens brings it down. First miss of the night by the Bulldogs. Here's May. Shoots outside to Gunnar Conkle. Spins back to May. May across to Trey Richter for the three. Pinball's out. No good, but under control by Johnson. Johnson to Rodriguez. All the way down to Chapman. He walked with the ball. Comes back to it to Carter. Carter's tied up. And what will they call? Looks like Royce just had his hand on the ball, but they called a foul on him. And for Salem, that will be their 5th team foul. Each team now with 5 team fouls. Pass goes to Johnson across to Chapman. To Rodriguez. All on the perimeter. Back all the way across the floor to the right side of Johnson for the three, and it's no good. In and out. Gately brings down that rebound. That ball is in the cylinder and spun out. 49-44. 5:52 left. Pass to May. May on the right side of the floor. Nobody else there. Goes back down to Gunnar Conkle in the middle of the floor. Trying to drive by Johnson. Goes to Richter. Richter back to May. Guarded by Nunez. Again, man-to-man coverage by St. Clair. Now to Stevens. Left side pass to Trey Richter. Trey trying to get away from Rodriguez over to Bryson May. On top, Gunnar Conkle inside to Gately. Gately had that ball knocked away, stolen by St. Clair. Back they come the other way. Pass right side, Chapman on top, Rodriguez. 49-44, Salem on top. Pass to Carter short, all the way across. Stolen there by Gunnar Conkle. Conkle down to May, all alone. May lays it in. That steal turns right into points. And Salem back up by 7 now. Pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez all the way down, trying to lay it up. No good. But a foul called on Salem. And I believe they're going to call it on Bryson May, and that'll be his 4th. With 4:49 to go, Coach Patterson will leave him in. Free throw is good by Jordan Rodriguez. St. Clair will be in the 1-1 the rest of the way. They'll be in the bonus. They still have a foul to give Salem. Next one is no good. Brought down, though, and picked outside to Johnson. As Short brought that one down. Inside it goes to Nunez. Nunez out to Johnson. On top, Marler. Marler out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has it, trying to drive down. Locked it off the foot of his own player, Nunez. Trying to scoop it up and in. He does. And the foul. Salem had 2 chances to get that ball. Couldn't get it. And foul is called on Roy Stevens. And Coach Patterson wants a timeout. 51-47, Salem on top. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem.
Well, after 3 quarters, Salem been out rebound 19-11, and that's shown here on that missed free throw. Carter Short brings down that rebound. And that's what the Tigers really need, that presence underneath the basket. They've had good blocks tonight, but they have not been able to rebound very effectively. So Nunez will go to the line. He will shoot one. It's the 2 and 1. And he'll try and make it a 3-point game again. He has 13 on the night. And the free throw is short. Comes down the hands of Gunnar Conkle. Conkle giving it back to Richter, and Richter messes it up. He took his eye off the ball, and Rodriguez took it right away from him, but Richter bails himself out by slapping the ball away. It'll still belong to St. Clair. Trey just took his eye off the ball, and it bounced on him, and immediately St. Clair had it. Ball goes back to Johnson on top. Marlar. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. 4-point Salem Tiger lead. Pass to Nunez. Out on top, Marlar across to Rodriguez for the three. It's no good. In and out again. Brought down by Richter. .404 to go. Tigers will inbound it. Full court press right now. Pass comes to Gunnar Conkle. Cross it goes to Trey Richter. Richter all the way down. Stops to the basket. Lays it up. Missed the shot. Carter Short brings down the rebound. Long three. Up and off the rim. No good. And Gately has that rebound. No need to hurry. Rodriguez hurried that one up. Salem still at a 4-point lead. Still 3:40 to go. Conkle gets a pick. Trying to drive in. Fadeaway jumper. It's good. Ball hit the bag of the rim, went straight up, went through the hoop. 3:30 to go. Salem with a 6-point lead. The pass goes outside, and Gunnar Conkle will run in to the back of Johnson trying to get the steal. And Johnson will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. For Gunnar, that's his first foul. Gunnar anticipated correctly. He got there a split second too late. Johnson's free throw is good. (53-48). Next one also good. St. Clair's a very good shooting free throw team. Richter has it. Has to get over the timeline. Gets by Rodriguez, gets in the offensive zone, back to Landon Richter. Salem wants to burn a little clock here. Landon guarded by Marlar. Has separation, goes over to Trey Richter. Guarded by Rodriguez, who steals it again. Rodriguez all the way down. The shot is up and good. Trey a little too lackadaisical with that one, and Rodriguez burned him. Now a 2-point game. Richter all the way down. Underneath it goes to Gately off the glass, and it goes. Caden with 18. 2:45 to go. 55-51. Rodriguez to Johnson. Back to Rodriguez. Cross it goes to Marlar. Marlar back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Marlar. Trying to go baseline. Stops. Looking back. Gives the ball in right to Landon Richter. Landon gets in the offensive zone and pulls up. Giving that ball to Conkle. Back to Landon. 2:20 to go. Trying to get away from Marlar. Needs a little help and a timeout. No, a little push called on Marlar. That bailed out the Salem Tigers as Landon Richter was trapped against the center line. And Marlar gave him just a little shove. That'll be the 16th foul. His first. But it bailed Salem out of a touchy situation. Inbound comes to Bryson May, guarded by Nunez. May gets over the timeline. In the corner, Trey Richter. Baseline. All alone. Lost the ball as he got out of control. Stolen there by the Bulldogs. They trail it by 4. Flip in the corner here, Short. Bounce pass across to Marlar for the 2. No good. Short with a rebound. Puts it back up and in. Carter Short has dominated that low post right there. 55-53. Gunnar Conkle trying to get out of his own zone. And a foul called on Johnson, and Gunnar Conkle will shoot a 1-and-1 with 1:43 to go. Couple of turnovers by Trey Richter here, just getting a little bit too lackadaisical with the ball. Trey knows better, but Rodriguez is very, very sharp. He waits for him to pick the ball up off the floor, and as he's doing that, he just tips it away and then takes off. Conkle's free throw is no good, and it's brought down by Carter Short. St. Clair could tie it or take the lead here. 1:35 to go. Nunez. Back to Rodriguez. Back to Nunez. Nunez trying to go down low. Ball loose on the floor. Takes it on top. Goes across to Johnson. Now to Carter Short. Back to Chapman. Ball loose on the floor. And a travel call. Nope, they give the timeout to St. Clair. That would have been a travel call on Nunez when he got the ball as he rolled over. But Coach Isgray called timeout. 55 for Salem, 53 for St. Clair. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
55-53. Salem Tigers still with the lead. This is as close as St. Clair has been all game. 2 points. Been there a couple times. They will inbound it. They get into Carter Short to Rodriguez. Back to Nunez. Down to 110. Nunez. Handing that ball off. They get it over to Johnson. Johnson down low to Nunez. The jumper's up and good. And we're tied. (55-55) with 55 seconds left. Pass goes to Richter. Richter inside to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle lost the ball and taken down by St. Clair. Gunnar just ran right past the ball. Goes outside to Rodriguez. 42 seconds left. Crucial turnover by the Tigers there as they had possession. Now Nunez outside to Chapman. To Rodriguez. Rodriguez back on top. Johnson with 25 seconds left. To Nunez. Cross to Chapman to Rodriguez. Tied at 55, down to 20 seconds left. They're waiting for the last shot, which is what I thought Salem might try and do. They didn't do it. Now Nunez beyond three with 10 seconds left. Turns and spins. And now comes Landon Richter out. Comes down. Nunez jump shot is up. It's short. And tip back, and time runs out as the flip goes in, but no basket. Time had run out. We've got overtime coming up. That ball was blocked with the front of the rim, tipped back to Nunez, who banked it in, but time had expired. 55-55 is our score here at the end of regulation, and we're going to go to overtime. I believe it's Salem's first overtime all year. We have 4-minute overtime. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Cuddy's Well Service and Plumbing, LLC in Salem provides well pump repairs to existing wells and pump installations in new wells. In addition, they can handle all of your plumbing needs. They can also provide backhoe and dump truck services. Need Creek Rock or White Rock delivered? Give Cuddy's Well Service a call at 729-2787. Cuddy's is a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Athletics and all of the students in Salem and Dent County.
Well, we've had a good game here. Tigers got out to a 13-point lead at 1 point in the first half, and St. Clair's battled back a couple of costly turnovers late in the game. St. Clair battled back, but they just never quit. And right now here, going into overtime, we're tied at 55-55. For our final game of the year, can't really get much better than this. Tigers have 15 from Gunnar Conkle, 18 from Caden Gately, and 10 from Bryson May. Some missed free throws by Salem in the third quarter came back to haunt them a little bit. And that ball is tipped and goes back in the corner to Johnson by St. Clair. They have the ball first. Rodriguez will bring it up. Pass left side to Johnson. Johnson has that ball stolen away by Trey Richter with Landon. Trey takes it to the hole, missed the shot, but he's fouled by Nunez. want to make sure that you get that lay-in and then draw the foul. Landon got too close underneath the basket. He will shoot two with 3:43 to go in overtime. He is 0 for 2 from the stripe. He missed that one. Tigers just shooting 50%. 5 of 10 in the game going into overtime. Now 5 of 11. Trey misses that one. Brought down by Carter short. That's why you want to make sure you get the lay-in and then get the extra shot. But it didn't happen. Back the other way. Nunez on top. Goes down low to Johnson. To Rodriguez for the three. It's no good. Tipped up in the air. Taken down underneath the basket. And a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Salem Tigers. .322 to go. Half-court defense again for the Bulldogs as Landon Richter brings it up. Goes to Trey Richter. Back on top to Caden Gately. Right side pass to Landon. Takes a quick three and he hits. Landon hits the three with 3 minutes to go. Pass to Johnson. Back to Rodriguez. Cross to Nunez. Nunez back to Rodriguez. He kicks outside to Johnson for the three, and it's off the iron. Captured by Richter. Down to May with Landon Richter, but May looked like he wanted to pass and then lost control of the ball, but he is fouled. And the foul's going to be called on Johnson. And Bryson made the line, 58-55. Salem on top. Bryson misses. I often talk about free throws in basketball, and this is where you got to have them. Misses both. Tigers are 0 for 4 from the stripe in overtime. 2:41 to go. Nunez hands it back to Chapman. Across to Johnson. In the corner, Rodriguez for the three. Oh, no good. Tipped there and taken down by Chapman. Chapman goes inside to Carter Johnson. He puts it up and in. Carter short, excuse me. Salem will walk it up. 2:15. They have a 1-point lead. Halfway through this overtime. Trey Richter on top to Gately. Right side pass to Richter. Landon on top to Trey. Back to Landon down near center court. He almost steps on the center line. Didn't know where he was. A lot of confusion here at St. Clair with that. A lot of black at that center court line. Landon back to Bryson May. Goes to Trey Richter. Had trouble with it, but back to Landon. Guarded by Chapman. Both teams in a single bonus still. Pass on top, Gunnar Congle. Left side to Richter. Down low to Gately. Gately, short jumper is good. He's got 20. Salem's lead again is 3 with 1:25 to go. Rodriguez. Right side to Johnson. All the way across to Chapman. Back to Rodriguez. Back to Chapman. Inside it goes to Nunez. Driving down. Kicks it outside to Johnson to Rodriguez. Across to Chapman. Down to 1:05 left to go. Chapman. Bounce pass to short. Carter throwing that ball off the foot of Gunnar Congle out of bounds. 1:03 left. Salem trying to get their 7th win of the year. St. Clair trying to get their 11th. Rodriguez outside to Nunez to the paint. Jump shot is up and banks it in. Timeout called by St. Clair with 56 seconds left. 60 for Salem, 59 for St. Clair. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
60-59 here in the final regular season game of the year. Salem will play Cuba Monday in district play at St. James. The winner would face this team, the St. Clair Bulldogs. So there's that chance we can see the Bulldogs again in just over a week. It would be next Wednesday night, but you got to get by Cuba Wildcats first. First off, Salem still got 56.9 seconds to go in this one. They lead it by 1. Full court press by the Bulldogs. Salem trying to inbound it. They're going to need some help. Fires it in the bay. Back to Richter. Richter hands it off to Conkle. Trying to get by Johnson. Conkle gets over the timeline. All the way down underneath the May. And a charge is called on Gunnar Conkle. As he went over top of Alex Marler. He drove all the way down, set it up perfect for Bryson May, but continued his progression forward. Ran into Marler, and the charge called with 47 seconds left. It'll be St. Clair ball under their basket, and another timeout is called. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Enrichment Services of Dent County is a nonprofit agency providing rehabilitative services to individuals with developmental disabilities or functional impairments. They offer a variety of programs tailored to fit the various needs of local citizens, from adult daycare for social and recreational needs to in-home health care for those disabled or medically fragile clients. For more information about the services they provide, call Director Tanya Newman at 729-7279.
St. Clair will have the ball. They trail it by 1 point. Don't forget Blues hockey following this action on KSL, a delayed game from earlier tonight with Carolina. Well, it was all set up perfectly as the inbound. They beat the press. Gunner drove down, hit May with the pass, but continued his progression, watched the pass, ran over the man, got called for the charge. That turnover for Salem, their 8th of this second half. It's been a fairly clean game for turnovers, 12 now for Salem. At 13 after that one. No, 12. And 13 for St. Clair. They have the ball. 45 seconds now as they walk it up. Salem stays in a half-court defense. No pressure. Pass across to Nunez. A 2 will win. So they don't have to shoot the 3. Nunez spins, turns. 33 seconds left to Rodriguez. In the corner, Marler. Marler. Inside to Nunez. Nunez spins, turns, back to Marler. Marler to Nunez. Nunez doesn't want to give Salem any time. Now to Rodriguez. Flips it up, and it will not go. Brought down on the floor, but Rodriguez gets it, puts it back up. It will not go. Brought down and fought for. Taken there by Richter. Flips it down to Landon Richter. He lays it in. Timeout called by St. Clair with 4.9 seconds left. St. Clair had 3 cracks at it. Nunez and Rodriguez had 2. And then finally it was Trent Richter that brought the rebound down, flipped it out to nobody. Landon raced down, got it, and that gets him his 10th point, and the Tigers lead by 3 with 4.9 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball, KSMO Media.
Town Screen is popping up all over Salem with over 17 display screens in numerous locations. Town Screen is a community network for everything local, not just businesses, but for everyday use like a help wanted ad, selling your truck, for those having a yard sale, or if your group is holding an upcoming event. The townscreen.com site is a self-serve platform that's low cost, easy, and fast, where you post a message today and you see it tomorrow. For more information or if you need help, see Kenny or Ben at 800 South Main Street in the front office of KSMO Media.
62-59. I know in all the excitement, if Landon would have had another chance at it, he would have just stopped and waited for the time to run out. Salem would have won the game. He got the basket, but it did leave 4.9 seconds left, and that is time enough for St. Clair to possibly get off a three. Salem does not pressure. They're going to have to put somebody in the forecourt. There goes Landon Richter. He'll go up into the forecourt. You kind of have to. You can't let them just roll the ball out there. The inbound, they fire it deep, taken there down to Nunez for the three, trying to bank it in. No, and a foul is called on Landon Richter. And they will shoot 3 free throws with 2.1 seconds left. Wow. The Bulldogs threw it deep. They had the play set. And with 2.1, Nunez will shoot 3 free throws, and he makes the first. What a mistake by Landon Richter. You let him shoot. All he can do is tie it. But now there's still going to be time left, and that free throw is missed. Still a 2-point lead for Salem. Now the Bulldogs will have to miss the free throw and try and get the rebound with 2.1 seconds left. And again, Coach Isgriggs burns his last timeout. 2.1 seconds to go in overtime. 62 for Salem, 60 for St. Clair. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
So the scenario comes down to Nunez at the free throw line. He'll shoot his third of 3. St. Clair down by 2. If he hits the free throw, Salem just takes the inbound and just stands there. If they miss the free throw, they can come down with the rebound, go for a 2 or a 3 to win. Salem, if they can get the rebound, will seal the victory. What will their strategy be? Can't see him trying to make the free throw. They have Fitzgerald and Short down low, 2 good rebounders. The free throw is too low, comes out, May knocks it away. The Tigers will win it by a score of 62-60 as Bryson May knocked that ball away from the intended St. Clair Bulldog, and the Salem Tigers hold on in overtime and beat the St. Clair Bulldogs here in the final regular season game, 62-60. Back in 3 minutes, this is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Have you heard our big news? Progressive Ozark Bank was named in the top 20 of all banks nationwide for services to farm and agriculture in 2022 by the ICBA. No other bank in our region made the list. As a matter of fact, only 2 other banks in all of Missouri are named. We are so humbled and proud to know we did more for local farm and ranch families than any other banks around. Farm families are at the heart of what we do and who we are, and you can trust that we will continue to be there for you. Progressive Ozark Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender, where people matter.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
New Year's savings are going on now at Napa Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find a Napa 12-volt automatic wheel battery charger for $179. Max Track 9-inch rubber tarp straps with steel hooks starting at $1.29 each. And you can save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Don't have any time to fix anything to eat, and you're looking for something to munch on? Well, at Country Mart in Salem, you'll find Glenn's Smokehouse mouth-watering pork steaks, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and so much more. Plus, in a deli, you'll find breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, and your favorite deli meats and cheeses. Country Mart also has a bakery for your pies, cakes, and decorated cakes, donuts, and breads. So stop by Country Mart on Highway 3272 East in Salem today. They're here to help you save.
This is family nurse practitioner Terry Bruno from SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physician's Office Building number 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Well, the Tigers come to St. Clair in their final regular season game in a team that is seeded second. Salem seeded sixth in the district play, but the 6th seed wins today at St. Clair in the final regular season game in overtime, 62-60, as Landon Richter gets 2 points on a lay-in, but left 4.6 seconds on the clock. A nice strategy by St. Clair to get the ball inbounds. They got it to Nunez for the 3. He missed it, but he was fouled by Landon Richter, which just let him shoot. Best he can do is tie it and keep going into overtime. But Landon, I know he felt horrible, but he was out of control when he went up in the air, and he bumped into Nunez and gave him 3 free throws. Well, he missed the second one after making the first, and that changed the entire strategy again. And, of course, Coach Isgray called timeout. They hit the front of the rim with the shot, and then Bryson May just slapped the rebound away toward the corner. Salem dove on it. Game was over. Salem wins it 62-60. 4 double point, I should say, try that thing. 4 double figure scorers tonight for the Salem Tigers. And I don't remember a game we've had 4 yet this year, but we did this night. Caden Gately had 20, 15 for Bryson May, 10 for Gunnar Conkle, and also 10 for Landon Richter in the game, including 5 in overtime. For the St. Clair Bulldogs, their leading scorer was Jordan Rodriguez with 21, 17 for Isaac Nunez, and those two led the way. Traden Richter had 7 for Salem in the contest, and then Roy Stevens did not score. He got some playing time, but did not score in the game. Salem had 12 turnovers, St. Clair 13. Salem had 8 steals, so did St. Clair. Salem 5 of 14 for the free throw line. St. Clair 10 of 15. Rebounding, St. Clair out-rebounded Salem 30-22 in the contest. Other scores for St. Clair were Johnny Chapman with 7, Carter Short with 7, 5 for Hayden Johnson, and 2 for Taden Fitzgerald. Leading rebounder in the game for Salem was Gunnar Conco with 7. Richter and May had 5. Gately 3. 2 for Stevens. Gately had 5 blocks tonight in this game. Leading rebounder for St. Clair was Carter Short with 8. 9 for Jordan Rodriguez. Or Rodriguez, as they told me to say. But anyway, kind of remind me of WKRP. But that's what they told me. Anyway, 9 is the leading rebounder was Jordan Rodriguez. We're going to go that way. 8 for Carter Short. 5 for Isaac Nunez. 3 for Taden Fitzgerald. 2 each for Hayden Johnson and Johnny Chapman, and 1 for Alex Marler. Salem wins at 62-60, 7-18 on the year, and they go into district play on a winning note against the Wildcats of Cuba on Monday. We'll take a 90-second break and come back and wrap it up. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
K&H Auto in Salem has these winter car care deals going on right now. Park City conventional motor oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $26.99. Duralube engine treatment for $14.99. And KCO coolant leak repair for $15.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
This is Rebecca Murr, Long-Term Care Director at Salem Memorial District Hospital. The Long-Term Care Center is an extension of home where family and friends are always welcome. When living at home is no longer an option, we have an 18-bed unit fully staffed with licensed nurses and certified personnel which offer your loved ones individual and professional care in a home-like setting. For more information about long-term care, call 729-6626, Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Don't forget we have Blues hockey coming up in just a moment on a delayed basis. We'll get to that just after this. I do want to tell you our Lady Tigers finished the year at 16-10. Boys finished 7-18. The girls are seeded second in district play. They'll be facing the winner of the game on Tuesday, and I believe, I'm thinking now twice about that. I don't really remember who they are that they're going to be playing. However, they'll be playing Thursday at 7 o'clock. That I do know next Thursday. Our boys will play Cuba Monday. Should they win, they'll play this very same St. Clair team Wednesday night. These games will all be at St. James. We will have them on Amisha.tv. We will be there streaming them. But again, you will have to pay if you want to watch them on Amisha.tv. They will not be free. You'll have to pay, that's like $11.70 or some crazy thing like that. So, anyway, but that's where we stand as the regular season has come to an end. Salem wins it in overtime today at St. Clair. Final score, 62-60. For Jim back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanks for joining us for Tiger Basketball.